gives me great pleasure to introduce Palmetto Electric's President and CEO, Burl Davis, to begin the business meeting.
Thank you very much, Trey. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellow members. I am honored to call the 2025 annual meeting of Palmetto Electric Cooperative to order. On behalf of your board of directors, staff, and employees, we extend a warm welcome to you all. This year's meeting has been a drive-through event held on Thursday, Friday, and today, allowing for member registration, board of director elections, and the consideration for approval of bylaw amendments. The business meeting is being streamed live on Facebook and will be recorded and posted on our website for review by our members. Your virtual attendance at today's meeting is greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to invite Reverend Dr. John Black, presiding elder for the AME District, to give our invocation.
Let us pray. Eternal God, we gather here today in gratitude for the men and women who work diligently to provide our lives with light and energy through their work with Palmetto Electric Cooperative. The impact of these selfless workers is unmeasurable. The absence of their impact on our lives is unthinkable. So we humbly praise and thank you for them. We lift up before you Mr. A. Burl Davis, Jr., the CEO, and the members of the board, thanking you for their steadfast leadership and commitment to guiding this organization. May they continue to lead with integrity, wisdom, and courage, ensuring that their decisions reflect your will and serve the best interests of all members of our community. Grant them clarity and strength as they navigate challenges and embrace opportunities for growth and service. Bless this meeting. Guide and direct the process to accomplish your perfect will. Grant unity and direction as we work together to build a brighter future. We ask your protection over those who labor tirelessly to ensure the safety and reliability of the servants we depend on. May their efforts be met with success, and may they always feel your presence in their work. In your name we pray, amen.
Thank you, Pastor Black. Fellow members, now I'd like to introduce your board of directors. First, from Beaufort County, Ms. Carolyn Grant, who is secretary of the board. Ms. Alicia Holland. Mr. David Howard. Mr. Bill Nimmer. Mr. Jimmy Rowe. And Mr. David White. The directors of Hampton County are Mr. Greg Cook, Mr. Nick Gohagan, Mr. Terrell Smith, who is vice chairman of the board, and now finally the directors of Jasper County are Dr. Earl Bostic, Mr. Tommy Stanley, and Mr. Jerry Vanet, who is chairman of the board. Please join me in thanking them for their leadership and service. Before I invite Ms. Grant to come forward and present the Secretary's report, I'd like to explain how the online voting procedures will work today. We have two items to vote on. The first is Ms. Grant will need approval of the 2024 annual meeting minutes. The second item that will be voted on is meeting adjournment needed by cooperative attorney, Mr. Danny Henderson. We ask all members who are viewing this meeting on Facebook Live to actively participate in the voting procedures. We want and need your participation. When a motion or second is requested, please comment by typing your name and state, "I move" or "I second." Please do not worry about someone else doing it before you. When you are asked to vote on the motion that has been seconded, please comment by typing your name and state yes if you are in favor of the motion, or state no if you are not in favor of the motion. Now I'll ask Ms. Grant to come forward to present the Secretary's report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure this evening to present the Secretary-Treasurer's report for Palmetto Electric for the year 2024. My first responsibility tonight is to report on whether or not we have a quorum as required by our bylaws and the laws of South Carolina. Allow me to state the requirements for this meeting. We have 66,327 members on our rolls and must have 5% or 3,316 of that number registered. It has been reported to me that 4,537 are presently registered, and I now declare a quorum. I have in hand a copy of the 2024 annual report containing the official notice of the annual meeting, which your bylaws require to be mailed to those members of record not less than 30 days or more than 45 days before the date of this meeting. I also have a copy of the U.S. Postal Service statement of mailing, which certified that we did mail the report on April 1st, 2025. The bylaws also require that I mail at least 7 days prior to this meeting a statement of the number of directors to be elected and the names and addresses of the candidates. I also have a copy of the U.S. Postal Service statement of mailing, which certified that we did mail the statement on April 14th, 2025. It is also my duty to present last year's annual meeting minutes to you for approval. We can either read all 31 pages, or if you are agreeable, I will entertain a motion from the floor to dispense with the reading and that they be accepted as written. Do we have a motion to accept as written? We now have a motion to approve the minutes as presented. Is there a second? We now have a second to the motion. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. All opposed say no. The motion is carried. Our auditor, H. Terrell McMichael, Certified Public Accountant, has completed the audit for the year 2024. I would like to read the accountant's report from the audit. April 28, 2025, Independent Auditor's Report to the Board of Directors, Palmetto Electric Cooperative. We have audited the financial statements of Palmetto Electric Cooperative, Inc., which comprise the balance sheets as of December 31st, 2024 and 2023, and the related statements of operations, changes in members' equity, and cash flows for the years then ended, and the related notes to the financial statements. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statement present fairly in all material respects the financial position of Palmetto Electric Cooperative, Inc. as of December 31st, 2024 and 2023, and the results of its operations and its cash flows for the years then ended in accordance with accounting principles generally accepted in the United States of America. We conducted our audits in accordance with auditing standards generally accepted in the United States of America. Our responsibilities under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibilities for the audit of the financial statements section of our report. We are required to be independent of Palmetto Electric Cooperative, Inc. and to meet our other ethical responsibilities in accordance with the relevant ethical requirements relating to our audits. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our audit opinion. Mr. President, that concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Ms. Grant. Now I'll ask Mr. Jerry Vinay, Chairman of the Board, to come forward and present his report.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Directors and all of us at Palmetto Electric Cooperative, welcome to the 2025 annual meeting. We have 7 guiding principles for our cooperative that help us make decisions and work through any challenges. 2 of those principles were beacons for us this past year. These guiding principles of cooperation among cooperatives and concern for community helped us overcome the challenges that came our way in 3 areas last year. We worked together to recover from Hurricane Helene, maintain a focus on improving safety, and continue to find creative ways to fight rising costs to keep electricity affordable. First, let's talk about Hurricane Helene that swept through our area in September of last year. The storm caused over 22,000 members to lose power, broke over 150 power poles, and damaged 7 substations. About 500 Palmetto Link customers lost their internet connection. Despite the trouble, we were so uplifted by the outpouring of your support, encouraging notes, and thoughtful gifts left to our linemen and other Palmetto Electric employees as they work day and night to get services back on. We also are grateful that other cooperatives and contractors stepped up to help us quickly get power and internet services back on. We returned the favor once we had restored all of our members' power by traveling to help Aiken Electric Cooperative and Mid-Carolina Electric Cooperative restore power to their members. As I mentioned, our members really supported us during this time, and you went another step further, ranking Palmetto Electric as a 90 on the American Customer Satisfaction Index. We are proud to say that we continue to outpace the national average when it comes to satisfaction ratings for electric cooperatives. We work consistently throughout the year to educate linemen, employees, students, and members about practicing good safety. Palmetto Electric earned high marks last year for its participation in the Rural Electric Safety Achievement Program. We also continued an annual tradition teaching our students at safety days, summer camps, and online through the virtual Safety Days program, where our safety videos were viewed more than 51,000 times by students. We worked together last year to fight rising costs. Since Palmetto Electric is a not-for-profit model, keeping electricity costs down is very important. We worked hard to provide services at the lowest possible cost, but sometimes price increases are unavoidable. In 2024, we had to slightly increase the facility charge for residential and small commercial accounts because of the rising cost of equipment. We only increased the charge as much as necessary to offset those costs and help us keep providing dependable power to you. We also spent time developing and publicizing energy efficiency services to help members keep their individual costs as low as possible. If you use H2O Select, Smart Thermostat, Beat the Peak, or the My Energy app, you are doing your part to keep electricity costs affordable for your household. If you want to know more about any of these programs, we provide an overview on our website. Yes, we dealt with challenges last year, but we also continued the expansion of Palmetto Link's high-speed internet access. In 2024, we reached our goal of installing fiber to the originally planned locations in Jasper and Hampton counties. By the end of 2024, there were more than 2,500 members enjoying internet service through Palmetto Link. Thank you for all that you do to support your cooperative. Some challenges are tough, but by working together in the cooperative spirit, we can achieve so much. Thank you for spending some of your valuable time with us at this annual meeting. It has been and continues to be a pleasure to serve you.
Thank you, Chairman Vinay. Again, I'd like to welcome member, owners, friends, and guests to Palmetto Electric's 2025 annual meeting. Our sincere appreciation goes out to all members who have actively participated, whether through drive-through registration or by joining us virtually today. As the President and CEO, I am deeply honored and profoundly grateful for the privilege to lead this cooperative. I extend my sincere appreciation to our Board of Directors and to dedicated employees whose unwavering support and commitment embody the values of integrity and servant leadership, striving to make our communities we serve a better place. They recognize that our members are the cornerstone of our cooperative. Their voices guide our decisions. Our commitment to an open and voluntary membership with democratic member control reinforces the connection between us and our members. As Palmetto Electric, we have three pillars of our electric service that we focus on. We want to deliver power to you safely, reliably, and affordably. First, I want to talk about safety, which is a core value at Palmetto. Studies have proven that a company that prioritizes and invests in its safety program demonstrates strong organizational qualities by improving employee well-being, operational efficiency, financial performance, reputation, and employee engagement. It is essential that we protect the well-being of our members and employees, prevent accidents, injuries, outages, and ensure a reliable power supply. Safety involves identifying risks and hazards and implementing controls. Maintaining safety standards fosters trust and confidence among members, reinforcing the cooperative's commitment to their welfare. As Chairman Vinay mentioned, Palmetto Electric takes part in our National Association's safety program called RESAP. RESAP provides over 675 cooperatives with a framework to improve cross-organizational safety practices, fostering improved safety behavior among employees. It is an ongoing effort to ingrain strong work practices into everyday tasks, setting a standard for safer environments for employees and members. In 2024, Palmetto participated in a triennial RESAP audit. I am proud to say that the results were excellent. The on-site observation team offered high compliments of Palmetto's safety program, and stated that it was a model for others to follow. I'd like to thank the employees for their continued commitment to the excellent safety culture that we have created here at Palmetto Electric. Secondly, I want to take a moment to talk about reliability and recognize the incredible work South Carolina's cooperatives, including Palmetto Electric, did in responding to Hurricane Helene last fall. Helene was the most destructive storm to hit our state in decades, and the deadliest natural disaster South Carolina has weathered in a century. Needless to say, we were not just repairing the power grid in many parts of the state, we were rebuilding a system that took more than 80 years to stand up. Locally, Chairman Vinay discussed the significant impact the storm had on Palmetto's system. I could not be more proud of our co-op's response and the resilience of the statewide cooperative family. Together, we amassed the largest power restoration workforce in state history, bringing in crews from our sister cooperatives in 24 states, some as far away as California, North Dakota, and Maine. This was one of the greatest challenges that we have ever faced, and I'm proud of our employees and the way they pulled together in the aftermath of the storm. As I discussed in last year's annual meeting speech, another great reliability challenge facing us is the issue of keeping the lights on. South Carolina is growing rapidly. We are one of the fastest growing states in the nation by population, and major industries are landing here. In many ways, that growth is good. It helps us sell more electricity, which in turn reduces the costs that are borne by each of our members, including you. But growth also comes with challenges. It comes with greater demand for energy. Even as energy demand rises, our state has not built a major power plant in about 2 decades. In fact, our power providers have moved in the other direction, retiring power plants without adequately replacing them. Historically, our state has always had enough power when we needed it, even on hot summer days and freezing winter mornings. But with the growth we are seeing, high demand peaks are getting higher. During this January's cold snap, both of our major power suppliers, Duke Energy and Santee Cooper, broke their all-time records for peak energy consumption. Our state had all its available power plants up and running, and we were able to get through those days unscathed, but the reserve margins are getting thinner and thinner. Our cooperative and others in South Carolina are hyper-focused on this issue. We are doing everything in our power to ensure that we have all the electricity we need when we need it for the present and for years to come. That means going to Columbia and Washington, D.C. to make sure our elected officials fully understand our needs. Thanks in part to our efforts, energy has become a big issue at the State House, in the White House, and in the halls of Congress. We are at the table in those discussions, and everything we do is to make sure we can keep the lights on here at Palmetto Electric at a price you can afford. Now I want to talk about that third pillar. As many of you know, our cooperative made the decision recently to implement a rate change. I want it to be clear that this decision was not made lightly. We studied this issue for months. We ran the numbers. We closely examined the costs that we can control and those we cannot. After exploring all the available options, we realized that this rate change was unavoidable. The facts are the cost of doing business in our industry has risen significantly over the past few years. These costs are beyond our ability to absorb. These include the price we pay for the thousands of power poles you see along the road, from overhead and underground electric wire, surge arresters to cross arms and transformers. These materials have roughly doubled in price over the past 5 years. That takes a big toll when you purchase them in the quantity needed to maintain our system. The cost of wholesale power we purchase from Santee Cooper and Duke Energy, which accounts for 68% of Palmetto Electric's cost, has also risen significantly. The power we get from Duke costs about 12% more than it did 5 years ago. Santee Cooper has had its electric rates frozen for the past 4 years, but now that freeze is over. They are raising their prices by 20% this year to play catch-up. Again, these are macroeconomic issues that are beyond our ability to control. We are far from the only electric utility that has made a rate change over the past year and a half. Every cooperative in South Carolina is in the same situation. Our state's 3 largest utilities, Dominion Energy, Duke, and Santee Cooper, have also implemented their own rate changes over the past year. Their electric rates for residential customers have risen by an average of 11%. In 2024, Palmetto increased its facility charge, and earlier this year we increased rates for an average residential customer by 6.3%. It is important to note that this was our first rate change in 10 years. As a not-for-profit cooperative, we have done and we will continue to do everything in our power to soften the impact these rising costs have on our members. We have saved money by pooling our resources with our fellow cooperatives to buy materials, equipment, and wholesale power in bulk. We have fought for favorable energy policies at the State House, at the federal level, and in the courts. I know that a rate change is not always welcome news, but I hope you know how hard our team is working on your behalf to keep Palmetto Electric service as safe, reliable, and affordable as possible. These 3 pillars exemplify 2 of our guiding principles of cooperation among cooperatives and concern for community. As I come to a close, beyond our financial strength, excellent safety achievements, and high customer satisfaction score, I want to emphasize that Palmetto Electric is deeply committed to serving our members and making the communities where we live a better place. Our dedication to safety, reliability, and affordability is unwavering. We strive to ensure that every action we take is with our members in mind, fostering trust and confidence in our cooperative. Together, we advocate for sustainable energy solutions, engage with legislators, and work tirelessly to keep the lights on and costs down. Our cooperative spirit drives us to support local initiatives, enhance community well-being, and create a brighter future for all. Thank you for your continued support and commitment to our mission. Your support during the recovery of Hurricane Helene and your understanding as we continue to face the challenges associated with the rising costs for materials, wholesale power is deeply appreciated. Let's continue to work together to make our communities stronger and more resilient. Once again, I want to thank you for taking part in the business of your cooperative. Palmetto Electric Cooperative is here to serve you. The board, management, and staff hope that our cooperative spirit continues to guide you toward a future filled with promise and progress. We look forward to seeing you at next year's annual meeting. Now, to complete the 84th annual meeting of Palmetto Electric Cooperative, I have the honor and the pleasure of introducing Danny Henderson, cooperative attorney and partner with the Parker Law Group.
Thank you, Burl, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It now becomes my responsibility to report the results of the 2025 Palmetto Electric Annual Meeting Election of Board of Directors. As usual, there were 4 Board of Directors seats up for election or re-election, 2 from Beaufort County, 1 from Hampton County, and 1 from Jasper County. There was only 1 contested election this year, that being Beaufort County Position 2, with the incumbent, Mr. David White, challenged by Mr. Jim Anderson. Of 4,332 ballots cast, Mr. White received 2,762. Mr. Anderson received 1,570, and Mr. White was reelected. Beaufort County Position 5, held by Mr. Jimmy Rowe. Hampton County Position 2, held by Mr. Terrell Smith. And Jasper County Position 1, held by your board chairman, Mr. Jerry Vinay, were unopposed, and those directors were reelected. You also voted this year on a ballot on a bylaw initiative proposed by your board of directors. Of 4,099 votes cast, 3,941, or 96.1%, voted to accept the bylaw amendments as recommended by your board of directors. That concludes my report on the 2025 election results of the Palmetto Electric annual meeting. Is there any other business to come before this meeting? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion that the 2025 annual meeting of Palmetto Electric Cooperative be adjourned. Is there a motion? There is a motion. Is there a second? There is a second. All those in favor of adjourning this meeting, please signify by saying aye or casting a vote yes. All those opposed to the motion, please signify by saying no or casting a vote no. The ayes have it. The 2025 annual meeting of Palmetto Electric is adjourned. Thank you.
Now I'd like to announce the winners of the prize drawings. Again, some housekeeping. We will be contacting everyone that has won a prize first of the week to arrange pickup, and I'll be calling the winner of the grand prize tonight. Starting off, winner of a $100 ACE gift card, Elaine Orr from Estill. A $100 ACE gift card, Robert Davis from Ridgeland. A $100 Walmart gift card, Gerald Pushauer from Hilton Head Island. A $100 Walmart gift card, William Freda from Okatee. An Apple AirTag 4-pack, Cynthia Doctor from Varnville. The Yeti Tundra Hall Wheeled Cooler, David Etheridge from Ridgeland. The Brio X Series Smokeless Fire Pit, James Vaughn from Hilton Head Island. The Ninja Woodfire Pro Connect Outdoor Grill and Smoker, Teresa Eggers from Bluffton. The Pura Home Fragrance Diffuser, Raymond Atreed from Bluffton. The Garmin Dash Cam Mini 3, John Martin from Hampton. The Ego Power Plus Cordless Cold Water Pressure Washer, Latoya Johnson from Bluffton. The Le Creuset Cast Iron Bread Oven and Sourdough Bread Starter Kit, Mary Nuwalu from Bluffton. The Teneco 3-in-1 Mop Vacuum and Self-Cleaning Smart Floor Washer, Peggy Tootin from Varnville. The Amazon Kindle Scribe, Thomas Shelford from Bluffton. Selkirk SLK Atlas Pickleball Bundle, Wanda Stevenson from Ridgeland. The Ninja Cream Eye 7-in-1 Ice Cream Maker, Aisha Mitchell from Estill. The Ego Power Plus Electric Lawnmower, Blower and Trimmer, Ruth Thomas from Estill. the 44mm Apple Watch SE second generation with GPS, Diane Neal from Bluffton. And the grand prize winner of the 2016 Ford Explorer is Rosalind Brown from Ridgeland. Congratulations to all those that won prizes tonight, and congratulations to everyone for participating in your Palmetto Electric Cooperative annual meeting. I look forward to seeing everyone next year.